Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got an epic book haul for you. Alright, so there's a lot of books in this book haul today, including some ebooks. So most of the books that I've been picking up recently have been by Black authors. And if you guys have seen my mid-year goal check-in video, which I will leave linked above, one of my new goals for the rest of the year is to start prioritizing books by Black authors, and we got a lot here that I really hope to have read a good majority of these by the end of the year. Let's dig into it all. Is on here. We're gonna start with the ebooks that I picked up this month or within the last couple of months. There's a lot of like comics and graphic novels on here that I've actually managed to pick up for free on the Kindle free section. So Kindle free section, it's usually hit or miss, but I have managed to find a lot of really interesting stuff. I'm not gonna go into too much detail for each book because there's a lot on here. The first graphic novel I picked up was the Miles Morales bind up of like issues 1 through 5. I also picked up Saga #1. Also got Motor Crush, the first issue of Monstrous, the first issue of Crowded, the first issue of Blackbird, which is one that I haven't seen anything for, and this cover is stunning. I also picked up the first volume of the Shuri comics. I think it's 1 through 5. And then I also picked up Black Enough. So I also picked up Blind Date for Valentine's Day, which this is one that you should check the description of before you read it or pick it up. I also picked up the Alphabet series, which is the spin-off from the Team Alpha series. Again, this is one that you should check the description of before you read it. I also picked up Awkward, which is the second book in the kind of parental guidance. I don't even know what the series is called. I also picked up Our Bloody Pearl, which is a book about a siren? Not sure, but the author is non-binary, and I believe the main character is also non-binary. And then the last ebook that I picked up this month was Let's Talk About Love. This book was really awesome. I've already finished this book. I will leave a link to my wrap-up for this month where I talk about it, but those were all of the ebooks that I picked up this month. Let's move into the physical books. So we're going to start off with the graphic novels that I picked up. So first up we have Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me. This one is about kind of a toxic relationship, I think, and dealing with that. So that one looks really interesting. Also, this art style, I kind of like the pink and the gray together. It just looks really cool. So next up I also picked up Check Please Volume 2. This is one that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while because I loved the first one like wholeheartedly, and I cannot wait to jump back into this world. I also picked up Fence Volume 3, and this one is kind of does have a little damage from printing on it, but this one I'm really excited to read because I cannot wait to get back into this series. So now we are moving on to paperbacks that I picked up. So the first one in here is the Field Guide to the North American Teenager. This is one that I've had on my list for a while. I also got recommended it from Sam at Sam Sarah Parchment over on Instagram. She really loved this book and I cannot wait to read this one. So the next book on this book haul is It's Kind of an Epic Love Story by Case and Calendar. This is one that's been on my list for a long time and I'm so excited to finally have a copy of it. Movie nerds, and I'm here for it. So next up we have The Boyfriend Project. This is one that I've kind of known about, but then I found Farrah Sean's Instagram and I just like instantly fell in love with her, and I am so in love with this book already. So this is one that I can't wait to start reading. And then the last paperback that I have on here is Real Men Knit. So if you guys saw my TBR video, this is one that I'm planning to read in July. This one, it's just such a really cool like knitting themed romance that I cannot wait to get into. So then we are on to the hardbacks that I picked up this month, which these I'm really excited about. Also, look at how bright and colorful they are. I'm so excited. So the first hardback that I have on here is You Should See Me in a Crown, and this looks so fun. Next up we have A Song Below Water. This one follows two girls who are mermaids, and I'm here for it. This book looks gorgeous. The next book on this list is If It Makes You Happy by Claire Can, who wrote Let's Talk About Love. So this one I'm really excited about. This one follows a girl who loves going to visit her grandma, and her grandma runs a diner in this small town, and she is kind of, you know, wanting to take over the diner, and this looks really cool, and this one is one that I cannot wait to get into because it looks just so fun and it feels so summery too. So the next book in this haul is Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar. This one is following Felix, who feels like he's just kind of one marginalization too many. He's black, he's queer, he's transgender, and he's just looking to get his own happily ever after. So this is one that I'm really excited to get into. And then the last book in this haul is N.K. Jemison's The City We Became. This one is kind of like following the personifications of the boroughs of New York. So it's kind of science fiction weird, but I'm also really into it. It kind of sounds vaguely like Italia, so I'm kind of like really into this idea of all of the boroughs having their own personality and their own personification, so I'm really excited for this one. All right, so those are all of the books that I've picked up in the last couple of months. I know it's a lot, but if you guys can, please support your local Black-owned bookstores. I'll have a link to the resources down below to help you with that. There will also be a link to the Black Lives Matter info card down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already and would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish content, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!